Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Stobart show tonight. As you can see, we've got Dave and Mark with us tonight.
Hello.
So, obviously, we're doing issue 12 is picking up from last time because that issue was a bit dodgy. And then we're going to carry on, hopefully, to issue 18, 118.
Coming to an end soon, then.
Yeah.
I recorded issue 100 of the Titanic today, and I'm thinking, I'm in three figures here with this model.
I was looking at some of the group of obviously the Eddie Stobart, and I see the curtain.
Looks really cool, doesn't it?
But when I first see it, I'm going, is that so he modded that? Or is that what actually getting? And then I see that was when we're getting that.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Really cool.
Yeah.
So I could show you it now because I could go into Christine's room and go get it because obviously she's got it, but she's not put it together. You know, she's obviously put it in her box ready for when she's feeling better, and she'll be putting it together. So
I bet she'll be glad to get the driver back in her hand.
Yeah, she will be. Yeah.
You know what? When Julie were doing that turret and she was finding them screws really hard, I was thinking to myself, I bet Christine would have had that built in like a minute together. And then with the roof tiles as well, I'm thinking, well, Christine used to make cards, didn't she? So she'd love that.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll start with this chat then, Danno. So first thing is Crafty Chris saying, good evening, Danno, Dave, and Mark. Have a good build. Hi, Christine.
Hello, darling.
Good.
We've got Horlix, which says, good evening at Danno's Universe. So,
hi, Horlix.
Hi, Horlix.
Horlix says hi to Crafty Chris. Crafty Chris says hi to Horlix. Gillian's Dot says, good evening, Danno, Dave, Mark, and everyone in the chat. Hi, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
Crafty Chris says hi to Gillian. And we've got Ian Campbell in saying, hi all. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Gillian's Dot says, hi, Chris. Ian says, hi, Chris, Gillian, and Alex. And Ian Campbell says, good luck, Danno, and hosts, Mark and Dave. So thank you, Ian. And then lastly, Horlick says, hi at Ian Campbell, hi at all. And Ian Campbell says, hosts, I mean support staff.
Okay. I've got something else to add to that as well, and that's from Darth DMC. He's watching, but he's got a problem with his computer, so he is watching. And so, hello to Darth DMC. Thanks for watching.
DMC. Fantastic. I'm sorry, Ian, if I upset you about the hair thing in the previous stream. Oh dear! I finally got over my cold that I had last week, so I'm just,
jolly good.
Yeah, that handful of cold now.
Oh, great.
Okay, so do you want us to go cameras down then, Danno?
Yeah.
Okay, there we are then. So we're starting off on issue 112. Now I've had a little bit of support here from Darth DMC, and it says, if you've got any, Danno, says, did you sort the trailer legs out? And one screw and thread somehow was wonky, straightened up, and it worked. Got some WD-40 silicone spray lubricant too for them. So I wondered if you had any lubricant, or you would need any lubricant on them screw threads on this issue, Danno.
Yeah.
Or have you tried them already?
This is a new issue. I bought a new issue of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've just opened it now.
Yeah, all right. So do you want to start from the very beginning then on issue 112?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's start from the very beginning then. So let's have a look at all the parts. Trailer supports we're doing. Adjustable supports are supplied and fitted to the trailer. And this is issue 112. So in these parts supplied, we've got 112.01 round trailer foot times 2.
Which are these? Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got issue 11202, left support head.
Which is this one here with an L in it.
Okay, and then issue 103, 11203 is right support head.
This is that one there.
Because it's got an hour on it. So
Yep.
if you put them one to your left and one to your right, you'll know which ones are which, won't you?
Yep.
Then we come to issue 11204, right reinforcement bar.
Which is this one here.
Okay, and then issue 11205 is the left
Which
reinforcement
is
bar.
that one there.
Okay. Then we've got issue 11206, which is the crank handle.
Which is this here.
Looks like a crank angle as well. Or crank handle, should I say, not angle. Right, so 11207 is the left support inner panel.
Which is this one here.
11204. I'm just trying to get my bearings now. 11207 is there. So,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, and that's the left one. 11208 is the right support inner panel.
Which is this one here.
Okay. 11209 is the left support outer panel.
Which is this one here.
Okay. 11210 is the right support outer panel. Yep. And 11211 is the cog for left support.
Which is one of these two.
And 11211.
This is the half one with the half moon on.
With the half moon on.
Yeah.
Now then, is that 112 or is that 111? Right. Okay. So issue 11212 is the cog for right support.
Which is this one here.
11213 is the screw mechanism times 2. That's the black screw bits, isn't it?
Oh, these bits here.
Yeah, that's the bits you had problems with
Yeah.
last, wasn't it? 11214 is the screw casing times 2.
Which are these here.
Yep. 11215 is the shaft.
Which is that there.
So long shaft. 11216 is a pin, and that's in a plastic bag.
Which is that
Pin.
there.
Yeah, there we go. DP14 screws times 13. DP14 times 13. DD04 screws times 7.
Yep.
And DP01 screws times 3.
Yep.
Okay. So that's all the parts present and correct. Right, let's see how far we can get now then. So just before we do that, we'll have the chat brought up to date, if you don't mind, please, Mark.
No problem. So Ian says, not at all, Mark, LOL. Gillian's Dot says hi to Ian Campbell. Gillian's Dot says hi to Horlix. And Ian Campbell says, Danno, I'm going to kick Jules' bum as she needs to get that cover replacement done. She's being slow, but not slow when it comes to spending money.
Oh, yeah. Oh dear. Right. Okay then, Danno. So in step 1, we're going to take one of the round trailer feet, so 1201, and one of the screw casings, 1214, fit the foot into the end of the casing, so the raised screw section on the foot fits inside the lower end of the casing. You'll need a DP01 screw. And in step 2, Danno, it says you have to do that to the second one as well, which I've noticed you've got out on your mat.
Just a little bit more chat. Horlix says hi to Gillian Dots.
Just good, take your time, Danno, go steady. So I've secretly done mine up to issue 122, I think it is, and I think the next issue that I had to get, which I haven't got yet, was or is the curtain sides. The left curtain side tarpaulin is the next issue that I'm going to get. But obviously I haven't got them yet. So, but I do know that Christine's got them actually, because she's a little bit in front of me, of course, because she gets issues now from the shop. But she hasn't, as I said, she hasn't undone them, and she's just put them away for when she gets ready to build it. So, but it is a proper like curtain side. You can, it looks like you will be able to do something with it.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. And whilst we're on with the Eddie Stobart, does anybody know anything about the rear trailer lights? Has anybody heard anything about them in the near future, or are they not going to happen? So, right. Have you done that then, Danno?
Yep.
Okay, so step 3 then is to take one of the screw mechanisms, 11213, the metal thread on the part of 11213 to be screwed into the open end of the casings, casings 11214. So now I think I screwed mine pretty much all the way in. But don't tighten it in.
Yeah.
So, and then similarly on step 4, screw the other one in. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Yeah, we'll go.
I just lost my cursor. There it is.
Not the same.
So, so we're on to step 5 now, and step 5 is we have to fit the first screw mechanism assembly into the left support outer panel. So if you look at the instruction, it will show you how to sit it in there.
Yep. Yeah.
And then step 6, you have to fit the left inner support panel, so that's 11207, over the open side of the panel.
Like that.
That fits on there, yeah. And then you want the left inner support panel over the top of it.
Like that.
Okay. And then we need to fix the inner panel 11207 in place with 4 DP 14 screws. 4 DP 14 screws.
Tiny bit of chat. Steve131's in saying evening all. Hi Steve131.
Hi Steve.
So that's the first one done.
Jolly good. Okay, then we're on to step 8 now, and we have to similarly fit the second screw mechanism into the right-hand outer panel, adjusting the screw mechanism so that it fits as shown. So I actually, when I did this, I had them both identical.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen when you fit them together and they fit the rod on the cogs, they'll both screw up together, you see, or screw down together. So I actually fitted them in this stage identical. So not one up, one down. I fitted them both the same length down. And so you're doing step 9 and 10 now.
Yep.
We might have to re-look at that, Danno.
Yeah.
In a second. Okay.
That one slightly lower down than this one.
So can you alter it by screw the cog at the very top? Can you turn the cog?
No. I have to undo it.
Yeah, I thought you might have to.
So I undo this one and get this one lower down.
Yeah, get that one lower down, because in step 11, Danno, it shows you where the cog should be, and your cog should be further down. If you look in the top gap there, yeah. So you might have to screw them both down. So, and it says check that both the supports are the same length, with the cog sitting at the base of the opening, so you can adjust the height by turning the cogs on the ends of that 112.13. Okay, a little bit more chat then, Mark.
Yep, we've got Marvel Phoenix Todd in saying hello and good evening all. Hi Todd.
Hey Todd.
Hello, Todd, and thanks for joining us, Todd, from well over there over the pond. And yeah, you'll be going live later on this evening for us at 2 o'clock in the morning, no doubt, with the Hobby Town modelers. So pop across there, everybody, and have a look at them. They're streaming during the night, during our night time of 0 to 100 hours in the AM. But yeah, Hobby Town modelers. They usually do a Sunday night stream.
It's Sunday, Dave. They normally live round about 9ish.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm thinking of the wrong day. Scrap what I've just said then. So Todd's just said we'll go live in 40 minutes. Yeah.
I thought so. I'm just thinking.
They go live at 9 p.m. tonight at UK time. So pop across there to the Hobby Town modelers. I'm ever so sorry, Todd. The only thing I've been drinking, by the way, is tea. So,
Dave, you can get drunk on tea.
I bet I could, yeah.
Yeah, Todd says we go on in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Irish tea.
Irish tea, yeah. Goodness me, yeah, Irish tea.
I bet in Ireland they just call it tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, to be honest, I don't know where I'm hanging out this week. I've just had one of them real busy weeks where I've just been doing one thing after another. I mean, I popped into Michelle's stream earlier on today and just popped my head around the corner of the door this morning, and then I've been busy cooking and washing and doing all sorts of bits and pieces. And then I popped into the Partworks show, showed my head in there, and
That's done.
You'll
Oh,
watch
Johnny.
them back later, Dave, like you normally do.
Yeah. Right. Okay then, Danno. So that's them legs done.
Yep.
So now we're going on to fitting the support. So we need your bar, and it says take cog 112.11 with the notch.
Which is that one there?
So it's got like the notch in the center of the cog.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, and the shaft 112.15, which you've got. It says identify the hole at the end of the shaft. Also note that there is a fin on the shaft circled in yellow. So I do believe it goes on the hole end and then slides up to the notch on the...
This reminds me of the Rootmaster blind.
Oh. Grease gate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Now, it should sit on that notch on the shaft there, Danno.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, jolly good. Okay. Then step 2 says fit the cog on the shaft. Note the orientation of the cog. Slide the cog down the shaft. We've done that. Onto the metal fin. Sits in the notch of the cog. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Now you're going to need your chassis. Your truck chassis. Your trailer chassis, should I say.
Yeah.
Dave, you're all right. Sprue's not here.
It's all right. I get told for saying
Crochet last night.
Chassis. Yeah. So we would need it to move into your right, Danno, so we can see what you're doing. We're going to track that along. Yeah. Now then, you may have to support this somehow because it's quite precarious on its side.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just go steady. So we're on to step 3 now then, Danno. It says take the trailer chassis and lay it on its side so you can access the left beam. Identify the fixing point for the left support on the chassis at 9601. The tapered section of the chassis screw holes in the top of the outer panel 09 will be aligned with the screw holes in the chassis circled, and a peg on the chassis arrow fits into the recess in the support. Okay, so basically, Danno, you've got to take your bracket there and try and sit it on top of the chassis there with the leg facing down. So in that orientation there, fit it on top of the chassis. That's somewhere around about there. And it should fit on into holes, 2 holes exactly at the top there.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And okay, so it says position the support so that the screw holes in the outer panel are aligned with the holes on the chassis. Fix the support in place with 2 DD04 screws, and they're obviously going into metal.
Yep, just get me oil.
Now, just a minute before you do that, Dan, I've just noticed that your cog's higher. That white cog at the top there is higher than it is in the picture of the magazine on stage 4. So I'm wondering if you... that's it, yeah. I didn't know that it... Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. It's just me being a bit pedantic. Yeah. I'm trying to do belt and braces for you so that it gets nicely into where it goes. So basically, yeah, that instruction of step 3 tells you how to do that in so many different ways, knowing hashets and their lovely instructions. When basically you just pick it up and you put it on the chassis rail.
You've got enough horse chassis instructions.
Okay, so step 5 then, Danno, says we need to now fit the shaft through the hole in the chassis at the center of the opening in the support shaft, so that the cog, you can fit the cog on the shaft against the cog in the screw mechanism on the other end of the shaft that fits into the hole in the right chassis. Goodness me.
Like that.
So yeah, just like that. Yeah, these instructions are lovely. They really are. Okay, so step 6 then, Danno, is we take the left support head 112.02 marked L and fit it over the shaft 112.15, position it against the top of the support panel and put top of the support panel as shown. So you would put that over there, and I'm just looking for some extra instructions from Mr. Darth DMC, who's just lovely sent me a message. He said, just be careful with the joists, they are prone to breaking. Yeah, I was gonna say that, Mr. Darth DMC. Thank you for that. The plastic joists that go across the trailer, Danno, yeah, all them, they are very weak, especially at the back end of the trailer. I've actually snapped 2. The good old Mr. Peter Webster sent me one, and I replaced the rear one. But the one with the black mudguard on is very weak indeed. So, yeah, be very careful of them, that you don't snap them.
Yeah.
Be a damn nightmare.
With a bit more chat. Ian Campbell says, sorry, got to go later. Bye, Ian.
Take care, Ian. Bye bye now.
And Steve131 says, bigger than the Titanic.
I don't quite know what size it is at the minute. I haven't got my model's actually upstairs and I'm actually downstairs. So I can't tell you the exact measurements right now. I think as a whole, yeah, the tractor unit and the trailer possibly is longer than the Titanic.
Well, the trailer is 3 foot 1 ish. No, just 210.
It's 210, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with the tractor, maybe slightly longer actually.
Uh-huh. Playing up a bit. Just a second, Dan. My computer's playing up a bit. Right. I've caught my mouse. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just move my cursor up to the top so I don't catch it again and I can keep an eye on it. Right. Okay, so that was step 6 we did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Step 7 is to fit the part in place with a DP14 screw, which I think you've done, haven't you?
I've done that. Put the cover on. I'm up to stage 8.
Yeah, stage 8. Okay, so stage 8 then says turn the chassis over so that you can access the D-shaped end of the shaft 112.15, where it has been fitted through the right-hand chassis section at 9602. Fit the cog with the D-shaped center. Okay, and it will have to go upwards, I believe. Has that got the D-shaped center
Yeah.
of the center. Yeah. Okay. The whole end of the shaft, noting the orientation of the cog supporting the other end of the shaft. Slide the cog onto the end of the shaped section of the shaft until it is up against the chassis as shown below. So, yeah, you've done that. Jolly good. Okay, and step 9 says you fit the right
I've got this
support.
upside down.
Say again?
I've got this upside down.
You've got it upside down, have you? Just look at the
Yeah,
picture
that's what it looks
carefully.
like. Because if you look at the picture, it looks like it's a little bit raised. And
Yeah.
The raised bit at the bottom should be at the bottom.
Yeah. What was that? Was it my computer or your computer? Don't know.
It was mine, sorry.
Okay. That's all right.
Yeah. There we go. I've changed it around.
Okay, jolly good. Good lad. Right. So next then, take the right support assembly over the end of the shaft and screw the holes in. So the screw holes in part 112.10 are aligned and the cog screw mechanism links with the cog in the shaft and fix in place with 2 DD04 screws. So I want you to check that the cogs are mashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then you've got to put your 2 DD04 screws in. So that's step 9. Goodness me, there's a lot to this one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Actually, we're nearly there.
At least we've got them actually all on. Because obviously, last time we couldn't even get past the first stage.
That's correct, yeah.
That's on there.
Okay. I've got I can't see very well. Are they level? Can you see if they're level?
Yeah, look level. Look.
It's just the way the camera's angled, I think.
Yeah.
If you're happy with them, Danno,
Yep.
then we'll move on to step 10, and that says take the right support head, 112.03, and fit it over the end of the shaft and fix in place with a DP14 screw. And it says the arrow indicates the position of the screw hole. You've done that already, haven't you? Yeah, you've done it already. There we go, yes. It says also, note, store the remaining parts carefully. Instructions for fitting the reinforcement bars will be given in the next issue. Well, we'll be doing that in a few minutes.
Yep.
Because that is the end of issue 112. Well done, Danno.
Yeah.
But I must emphasise what Darth DMC said earlier, and that is, please be very, very careful with them plastic bars that run across the top there.
Yeah.
Okay. You've just got to snag them and they snap. They're very precarious. So, right.
It is a shame that they're not metal like.
Well, yeah, would be better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on to issue 113, and we do have a few bits left from 112, but they will be used in issue 113.
Right, we'll have to get that issue out.
Okay, do you want to get issue 113 then? I think we're brought up with chat, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Sorted with, yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Have you had a drink, Danno? Have you got a drink there?
No, I haven't.
Because I can see the sweat dripping off your forehead, you see. So, right then. So this is issue 113. And we've got 2 lots of parts in here and 1 lot of screws. We're doing the trailer front panel supports, fitting the adjustable supports completed, and the support for the front panel is fitted for the front of the trailer of the chassis. Right, so 2 parts in here then are 1301 is top support for front trailer panel.
Yeah, which is already on the trailer we did the last time.
Okay, and the bottom one, support for the trailer panel.
Yes, which is
okay, and the screws, DD01 screws.
Yeah.
I thought we did do that because we had to do a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right. So over the page, then step 1: fitting the reinforcement bars and crank handle to the trailer. So with the chassis laid on its side, and that's that side, I think. Chassis laid on its side. Check that the screw hole in the strut on part 9707 aligns with the screw hole in the tab at the back right in a support panel 1208. So hang on, Danno.
But
no, you've got to work from the front of the trailer leg. No, that's the back.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah, no. From the front of the trailer leg. So if you went to the front of the trailer and worked to the front of the trailer leg, them jack legs, that's nearest. Yeah, on the inside part of that. No, that's the outside part. Go on the inside. So it's on step 2 on page 4. So you've got to fix them in place with 2 screws, 1 each side of the trailer leg. They should be there already, I think, next to them.
Them?
No, not them. No, they're inside of the trailer leg. No, not them. They're the outside ones.
They're the only ones that I can see.
Right.
That's left. This is the right side.
No, they're on right. They're on okay, I think. Have a look. Let's try putting the trailer on its back. So put the trailer on its back, lay it on its back, like that. Right, now then, come to the front end of the trailer. Get your finger and go to the front end of the trailer with your right hand, right, and move along. Right, now you've got the nearest your thumb there. Inside, there's 2 bars that go across, isn't there? No, inside the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Now there's 1 screw on each side that has to go into the leg.
Right.
From the front.
This board here?
No, you don't want that. You want a screw.
Right.
You want 2 screws. Have you got your magazine there, Danno?
Yeah.
Okay. Open your magazine up to page 4.
Yeah.
And just have a look at stage 2.
Oh, right. That, yeah. So we're screwing these into this board here.
Yes, you do. Yes. Yeah. You put a screw in there first on each one.
And it's what screw are we using? 4.
Yeah, the DD04. Sorry about that, Danno. It's we're actually doing them other brackets directly after this.
Right.
is slightly confusing.
So yeah.
Yeah, you put them in there so that they line up onto them brackets.
Gives a bit more support.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it makes them stronger. So one on each leg. And I'm actually kind of thinking, I wonder if we can do them other brackets while it's laid on its back like that as well, especially this side.
Yeah.
Okay, so step 3 then, Danno, is take the 2 reinforcement bars, marked L and marked R, shown on the inside of the reinforcement bar. And on the outside of the reinforcement bar. Note the raised shape on one end of the outside of the bars, circled. This will help ensure you fit the bar correctly. Now, they have like a raised shape on one end of them, a bit like a notch. Yeah, that's right. And that notch coincides with another notch on the trailer. And there's one on the left-hand side and one on the right-hand side. And I do believe you put the notch part into the leg.
Yep, you do.
Yeah.
Well,
so long as you know which way they go, and then you can put them in then, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So step 4 then says take the right reinforcement bar, 112/4, and check how it fits against the inner panel of support on the chassis. Note that the slightly angled end of the bar fits against the chassis. And then step 5 says screw holes in the tabs of the chassis support and align the socket of the bar. Fix in place with 2 DP14 screws.
Oh, the screw from the outer in?
You screw them from the outside inwards, yes.
So, from my side?
From your side, yeah. And I think they're actually doing them one by one in the magazine. So we've actually done the inner screws together. And we'll do this side. And then if you want, you can turn it round and do the other side.
That's the first one in.
Okay. Entirely up to you which way you want to do it, Danno, but you do exactly the same the other side, with the curved end of the bar on the trailer and the flat end of the bar with the notch on the leg. And that'll save me reading out all them instructions from step 5, 6 and 7.
Yeah, exactly.
And 8.
Well, just had one more bit of chatting. We've got Robert Milnin saying hi. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert. It's quite a monkey to work on, is this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's a bit all over the place, really. With your left and rights and backwards and forwards and front and back and turn it this way, turn it that way. I found it was best to not try and turn it as much. And
that's why I do it from this angle.
Yeah, try and work over rather than swapping it backwards and forwards, and I think that's how I broke one of the what do you call it? The what do you call it? Okay, are you getting there, Danno?
You've just got the bottom screw to put in now.
Okay. Just go nice and steady. Got plenty of time.
And that's it.
Okay, jolly good. Right. Now then. No, it's entirely up to you if you want to leave the chassis where it is, because you're going to be working next on the crank handle, and the crank handle will go directly there where you've got it onto the shaft. So on the end of the crank handle, via step 9, it says take the crank handle and check out the tabs for each side of the hole on the shaft at 112.15. Now, I angled my crank handle to go in, and I think it would go either way, because I think we've got plenty of room to put it. So
smooth bit goes outwards.
Yeah. It would go into the chassis folded up, if you know what I mean. So it would go back to the spar, the chassis spar that's sticking out near your left hand. So when you fit the pin into the hole, it says fit the smooth end in first and push it through the shaft, and so the second tab goes through the handling in place. And you may need some pliers or something to push it in, and be careful, of course, not to lose your little pin. Yeah, or flat end of your, what do you call it, to push it in with. Yeah. What do you call them?
Scissors.
We've all got loads of what do you call them, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got a drawer full of what do you call them.
The bits and bobs row.
Yeah.
There we go. It's
okay. So, it's entirely up to you if you want to try and turn your handle, pull your handle straight, and then try and turn gently. Can you see them going up and down? It kind of works. Mine does, but you've got to just take it nice and steady. Can you see them going up and down?
Yeah.
Right. My suggestion to everybody that's building this model is try not to wind your trailer up while your legs are on the floor or down, because obviously you're putting weight onto them little plastic cogs, and I don't think it's going to work. So the best idea is to take the weight off the front end of the trailer, lift it slightly, and then wind the legs down, rather than putting weight on the trailer. So, but once they're down and in position, or once they're up and in position, that's fine. They won't go anywhere. They're all right. They can take the weight. It's just when you wind in the cogs, they're not going to last very long when you've got weight on your trailer. So, Danno, that is issue 113 done, because we've done the rest of the issue. Reinforcing bars and a crank handle have been fitted to the trailer support. The bottom support for the trailer panel has been fitted to the trailer. The top support will be fitted in a future issue. So we're done on issue 113. Well done, Danno.
Put this to one side for now.
Yeah. So we're going to be starting issue 114. How many have you got up to? How many can you go up to, Danno?
818.
Okay. It depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, because I've got to be up early tomorrow as well.
Okay.
150 is there. let's get into it.
We need 114.
Did we do that last week?
Did we do that last week? Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good job I've got you to remind me. So we did 114 last week, and that's just the trailer end board on the chassis. 115 then. 115, we're going for trailer supports.
I remember because Dave, you advised him not to put it on his trailer so it doesn't break up.
I did, yeah. I did. Yeah. Okay. So we're on to front trailer supports then, and supports are fitted to both sides of the front trailer panel of the trailer. Parts supplied in this issue are 3 parts. 11501, front left support for trailer. Does it say left?
Here, I think.
And 11502 is front right support for trailer. And then we've got DDO1 screws times 15. Goodness me.
Yep.
Okay, it says assembly tip. As noted in the previous issue, you may find it easier to attach the side supports if you remove the front panel 11401 from the assembly by detaching the bottom support by 11302. Otherwise, you'll need the assistance to support the chassis. We have removed the front panel from the assembly in the following steps. Okay, so what basically they're telling us there is that the cross piece that we've put on the trailer chassis already, the front one, the green one, they've removed it and they've built it all on already. I think that's the top support bar, isn't it? Danno? Yeah, the top support bar you've got there.
It's what you are. So
because you've got the bottom one on the bottom, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the trailer
itself. Yeah.
Trailer itself. I think they've removed the bottom one and put that on the plastic. Okay, so a little bit of tips then from Mr. Daft DMC, and that is, he said you may want to cut the threads on the side supports first. Use oil. So it might be a good idea to open your bag of screws, Danno, and just screw them in a couple of threads with some oil on the DDO1 screws, and on your side supports, try screwing in a couple of threads.
Just
on each one, down each side, on your metal bars. On your metal bars, Danno.
All right.
I think because you go through the plastic first and then into the metal kit, don't you? Just see if they're going in. Just a couple of threads will do. And then try them all the way down. And obviously you'll have to take your screw out and everything.
Yes.
Hope you get your computer sorted out soon, Darth DMC, because computer problems can be they can be horrendous, can't they?
Die. Right, that one's done.
And as a sad issue, he said it was the ones on the corner that he found awkward to do.
Right, these ones.
Ones on the corners, yeah.
Simple for us. We just ask our eldest that does computers at uni.
Yeah.
Best way.
Yeah, so one's on the corners that he found awkward, yeah. Okay. Right, Danno. So we've got to get these right now, the right orientation.
Yeah.
Step 1 then. And got to get these the right way around. Top, right, left. You're working upside down to me, but that's all right.
Yeah, I'm just working out what one's the right one.
Yeah, okay.
So I believe it's this one here that goes there. We'll work it out.
Have you worked out where they go?
Yeah, I think that this one here goes here because they're both pointed upwards. Where for the go the other way, the lengthwards.
And there's holes
Yeah.
holes for them to go in.
But I don't know if I've got. Was that these or?
So have you got your panel the wrong way up then? So it could be a green panel that's the wrong way up. No, it could be upside down.
What way?
It could be upside down. So it could be the wrong way around. So if you flipped it right the way over.
Like that.
And see if you could get that to fit any better now. My computer's playing up now. All right, your picture keeps going down again. Keeps freezing. It's my end. The internet's terrible. So it's down to the weather. Odd internet.
Yeah. Great when it works. Just doesn't work. That's why.
That's it, yeah. Okay. So they need to go on that way then, and you need to screw through the back of them into the metal, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you screw them up then, and then you need to do the other side as well, which will save me reading out all them silly instructions. So step 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 are pretty much the same. And the only one we'll have to look at then is the bottom rail that you have on your chassis already.
Yeah.
But we'll worry about that once you get these in. I can't work out which is, without being there, I can't work out which is the right way and the wrong way. I think it's just the pictures.
Yeah.
They've let me down in the past of these pictures in the magazines, and I've had to swing it around and say, well, that goes that way. And then when you look at the pictures carefully, there's one of them silly red arrows that means turn it upside down.
So then all you do now is just put the screws around just up the side.
Yeah. If it's exactly the same as the other side, yeah. Which I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, as I said, I know what you might have to do is you might have to remove the trailer, green one that's on the trailer at the front, and screw that onto there, and then screw the whole thing onto the trailer. I can't quite remember how much room you've got, so just put that in. I know that screwed to the trailer, it's got 2 big screws that screw it onto the chassis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm moaning and groaning. I've got a really bad back. and finding it very uncomfortable.
Don't tell me you're suffering in this weather too.
I've been suffering for months. This weather's terrible.
Roll on summer.
Spring and summer's much better.
There we go.
Okay, take your time now. Nice doing.
Back in the package so I could sort out and get to the next stage.
Okay, so what we've done there, everyone, is we've screwed them sides of the trailer framework to the trailer headboard, and Danno's now going to have a look at his trailer and see if he can fix that trailer headboard to the headboard of the trailer, which is the very front of the trailer. He may have to remove the green one that's on the front end there of his trailer. I can't quite remember whether I removed mine and I put the whole thing on, but I did put something under my trailer so that it didn't tip forward.
So that goes like that.
You may need to move your phone down and just move it out of camera shot.
Yeah. There we go. So just put that there.
So putting it in like that, I think you've got to now go for DD1 screws and fasten
DD. We got one left.
No, it's not DD1, sorry. It is can't find the screws. DD1s. What came with this one? Was it DD1s that came with this one?
What Eid?
It was DD1s that came with this one. So we may have to go back a couple of issues to find out which screws came with that bar. There was DPO5s that came with issue 114, and that was the top part of that. So which screws came with that one? There were DDO1s that came with, and there was only three DDO1s, so there was to fasten it to the chassis. So I'm presuming then, Danno, you're going to be looking for some DPO5s. Some DPO5 screws. Because
what DO1s, what that we using down there.
Yeah.
What they look like.
So when you put that front on the trailer, does it screw into the plastic or does it screw into the metal? And that'll give you the clue as to which screws you need.
This screws into the.
That screws into the metal, yeah. But does the trailer board itself, the headboard, does it screw from the plastic to the metal? Tell you what, Danno, take that green bit off at the front there, because it's only 2 screws, isn't it?
Yep.
And they're into metal. Put them 2 screws safe. Top of your mats on there. And then we'll do it differently.
Yep.
Okay, take the bar off. Okay. Now, just move your trailer chassis slightly so you can work on your green headboard. That's it. Okay. Now, fit that onto the headboard so that it fits nicely. I think them lugs have to be facing down. So they fit to the chassis, don't they?
Yeah.
Them big lugs. That's it, yeah. I can't remember which way it goes now, but hopefully you'll be able to fathom out which way it goes.
Like that.
Are you sure it's that way, Danno?
Yep.
With them 2 holes there?
There's 2 holes either side here, yeah. You can't go the other way.
Oh, I can't see the other end of that trailer. Yeah. Okay, so 2 holes at the bottom. The 2 holes should be at the bottom.
Yeah.
The 2 slots down there should be at the bottom.
These 2 slots here.
Yeah.
Should either go
that way.
That way, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now do we have to screw into the plastic or do we have to screw into the metal?
Metal. Then you hit the plastic. But then all these screws are those DDO1 screws I've been using.
Okay.
And that's what it looks like on the picture as well.
Yeah. DDO1s are, yeah. I think the DDO1s must be just in the corners.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be a bit of a printing error, mate, that. If they're going through metal into plastic.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look back and see. You screwed them from the metal into the plastic, is that right? Going down the sides.
This is metal, and then that's metal there.
Yeah, so you've got some DDO1 screws.
Yep.
You've got some, have you? So screwing them into the corners then. Let's get them out of the way. DDO1s. I'm just looking to see if there's a printing error. DDO1s. I didn't notice that when I did mine, to be honest. Take your time, Dan. Are you all right? You're not going in?
No.
Yeah, DDO1's yours, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
Might just be as Darth said that there's corner ones. What threading? DDO1s.
I'd like to think if that was actually on the trailer unit.
Oh, it would be a big lump of wood and metal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be about 11 feet by 8 feet or something. Maybe.
No, I mean, if that was actually on the trailer unit, you'd actually screwed it on and was having to do this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so I did mine and I looked at it and I thought, no, I'm not. I'll make it all up and then I'll pop it onto the trailer, and it was only 2 screws to put it back onto the trailer. But I have them blocks, them foam blocks that I use, so I'm able to prop things up like.
Yeah.
Maybe not lined up properly if it's not going in properly, Danno. Right, this is going to sound really cynical, but I don't actually rate this model.
Yeah.
I got far much more enjoyment out of building the Rootmaster. And not just because it was a Rootmaster, but the build quality to me was far better on the Rootmaster than this.
Yeah.
It's a good model, don't get me wrong, is this, but it's like some of the things are a bit...
This screw's just not budging in.
Does it land up properly, Danno?
Yeah.
Can you get a touch and see?
I can see it's laid up. If I get one screw in, it may be all right. But just doesn't see that top part not seeming to grip on anything.
Yeah.
It's a very basic model.
Yeah.
I mean, the electrics are very basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very stretched out.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't like it because of the pipes and everything, which you can understand because there is one heck of a lot of pipes.
Yeah.
Have you got it, Danno?
No.
No.
It's not seeming to lock in.
Right. So under the other side and try and screw a screw into that. Try and tap a thread into it. All right. Have you?
I think once it's built, it'll look a nice model.
Oh yeah, I think it'll look a nice model, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Is it going all right when you screw it in?
All right in.
Is the tool that down there in the corner? Try the other roll as well then.
I mean, I'm very skeptical on models, and I think some of the issues I would have been annoyed at when you're just getting one tire, then the hub and stuff. I think that would really frustrate me with the build. But then when I look at it, like now it's coming towards the end and stuff, it does look very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it going in, Danno? No.
No. Oh, hang on. Right, well, that's it.
Okay, well done. Try and get the other side in then. Oh, come on. You can't open it now. Go on. So, Daft EMC says these were the corners I had problems with, and I managed to get one screw in each corner, but not a second one.
Yeah.
One screw in each corner is holding it firmly, though.
Right, now, four. I've got all four in.
Well done, Danno. Well done. So, right, do you screw any screws into the bottom? I think you do, and I think they're going to plastic, don't they?
Yeah.
There's 4 screw holes there, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, I can see.
Yep.
So, have you got any DP screws that would go in there? DP, let's go back to that one. DP05, I think it is. Something like that. They're the ones that just go into the plastic.
DD04.
No, DP. Because you're going into plastic, aren't you? DP05.
Okay.
I think it was 114. DP05s.
Yeah.
Have you got any DP screws on your bench that you've been working with tonight, Danno?
DP01, which is a very small one. I've only got one of them left.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
And you don't keep any other spare screws then?
I've got spare screws, but I've been out with them all.
Okay. Well, I suggest we just try and carry on as best we can, Danno.
Right.
So, if I said to you, take, let's see, we've got one in the middle, one in the middle. If you took them middle screws out and put them down below, so you've got one there and one there, yeah. If you took them out, would they go into the bottom and screw the bottom up? Would they?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you've got at least two then in each of them. haven't you? Okay. And then have you still got your DD01 screw? I think those DD01s that you screwed that to the chassis?
Yeah, they're over here.
Yeah, okay. So pop on there then. And you may need a block or something under there because I think that might tip up. So there's a lot of weight on that end now.
Like that.
Okay, yeah, that'll do me for now. Just go steady. Okay, and then pop each of your screws back in to hold that in. Try and keep that as straight as you can, the headboard, because it'll have a tendency to tilt over. So if you try and keep it straight, then it'll sit in nice and straight. We'll be singing shortly, Danno.
Yeah.
We will. We'll be singing "We Are the Champions, my friends."
There we go.
Okay, well done, Danno. So that's completed work. Side supports have been fitted to the front panel and the bottom bar, and has been refitted to the trailer chassis. Well done. So that's issue 115 done. So quickly moving on to 116. When Danno's had a good cough. So 116, we are getting trailer floor joists. 6 more fitted across the trailer chassis. So there is 2 lots of trailer joists. There is 11601 front trailer joists, and there's 4 of them. And then there is 1602, and there is 5th and 6th floor trailer joists. So, and there is 13 KM screws.
Yeah.
Now, the first two 1601 and 1602 trailer joists are slightly different.
Right.
There's two by themselves, isn't they?
Yeah, I've got them two to one side already.
Yeah, and I do believe they'll go to the front of the trailer chassis if you look. No, the front of the trailer chassis.
Yeah.
Them two. Will they fit in there nicely? Because I think they're different to the other gaps, are they? No, they'll go. That's it.
Well, that doesn't go to there.
Now, will they? Because I don't know whether they'll fit over that side. Will they fit over that side better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that one, and the next one to it then. So are they the different ones? The two different. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's your two different ones that's in then. And then the rest, the other four, will be all identical, and they'll fit in identically into the chassis like that. And then all you've got to do then, Danno, is use some oil and screw them in with the screws that's supplied, and that'll be issue 116 done then once you've screwed all them in. I'll just take it nice and steady, Danno, because this is where the ends of them, if you happen to knock the ends of them, they will bend and snap off.
Yeah.
So they're very fragile. Okay. Later on in the build, you'll get some side pieces that actually screw into the sides of them that run right across the chassis, right along, should I say, from front to back. Later on. Are you all right for time, Danno? It's 9:25.
Yeah. I've got two more issues to do.
There's a little bit of chat, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. Lord Peter Webster says, hi, Danno, Dave, S, and Mark. Hi, Lord Peter.
Hello, Peter.
And got Horlix saying, you're doing well, Danno.
Thank you.
He certainly is doing well. He's popping in lots of screws like, now, aren't you? So, I'm just going to stretch my legs. God. Oh, hello, right? What are you doing? Silly doggies.
And Lord Peter says, hi, Chris, Alex, Gillian, Ian, Steve, Todd, and Robert. I'm going to say, we were just mentioning Peter, weren't we, about the... he managed to get them floor joists for you.
We was, yeah. Very, very grateful he did.
Well, let's just say when a spring decided to ping off and a clip decided to ping off, before I did anything, I messaged Peter Webster. Crafty Chris says hi to Peter.
So that's that one complete.
Okay. So that is that issue done then, Danno. If you've got
Danno?
them all in.
Are you missing one?
Yep. Good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have, but annoying at the same time when you can just spot everything.
Yeah.
It was very annoying for the kids when they were growing up.
160.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question now, Danno, which I think I know the answer. Have you left your back doors off your trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the next thing we're doing is like a support bar that runs right from front to back. It's a single support bar.
Yeah.
That we screw together, and then we put the back doors on the trailer, and then we've put this support bar right the way across the top, very middle. Okay, so
I'm just going to get a drink.
I was going to say, yeah, just have a drink if you can, and you might need to move your trailer just forward, up the table a bit, and then you can work with them bars. They're quite easy to put together.
Okay, we'll just have a bit more chat. Peter says, always do my best to help as many people as possible. Well, that definitely is correct. Definitely.
There's a lot of people in the community that be well lost without you, Peter.
Oh,
so
no. When it happened to me, I thought, you know what? I'll message Peter, see if he's got any spares. And, yeah. Because if I'd have gone and got a reissue, I probably would have got complained at by Peter by saying, why didn't you message me? I've got spares.
It was just they're so very vulnerable on them plastic bits. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
About there.
What I was going to say was, can you push it forward a bit, away from you a bit, so that you can work on your mat?
Oh.
That'll do. Yeah. You only need a little bit of work surface. Okay, so you need to. Now we're starting on issue 117 then, Danno. And it does look a bit daunting, all these bits, but quite honestly, it's not that bad. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my chat on here. And that DMC says they haven't done 117 yet, but I've put some of the masking tape on the doors to keep them closed. So that's actually a really good tip, is that, Mr. Daft DMC, because I've done all this, and my doors keep opening and shutting, and it is best if you're going to be moving your trailer around to put some tape on your doors to stop them opening and shutting, because it does put extra strain on the trailer until the side pieces are on. Right, so Danno, what we're going to need in this issue is them bits that you've got in front of you, but you're also going to need your back doors and your back plate for the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, towards the end of this issue. Okay then, Danno, so are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, right. So you'll notice that there's 4 bits all the same. So this is roof strut. The rear trailer doors are fitted to the roof strut. Is assembled and fitted along the length of the trailer. So you'll notice that there's 11701, and there's 4 long bits.
Yeah.
They're all identical. So then you've got 1702, and they're 3 short bits, and they're identical.
Yeah.
So, and 1703 is the end strut connectors, and there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got 3 lots of screws. You've got DP15.
Yep.
You've got DP05.
Yep.
And you've got DD at 12.
Yep.
Okay. So let's make a start on this then, Danno. So the trick with this, Danno, is that them long bits and the second short bits, not the very small bits. In fact, they can go to one side for now, them very short bits, because they're the end. Yeah, they're the end bits. So you can put them to one side for now.
They look like Lego bits.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So the trick to this is, Danno, is that them short bits have like a shaped bit that fits in the end of them long bits, and they'll only fit one way. So so if you picked up one of the long bits and you tried putting them in the end there, you'll see that they only fit in one way. That's if you've not got the end. Have you got the end one there?
One way or another.
Gonna get you.
Get you.
You can tell we've been watching Blondie in our heyday. Yeah. Can you see that they only fit in one way, Danno?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what you need to do now then is screw them together using DD12 screws.
Lord Peter Webster says exactly, Mark. LOL. Peter says just don't grab the ends of the joists.
Yeah.
He says, and also I've done up to 122.
Yeah, I've done exactly the same as well, Peter.
And Peter is also saying hi to Darth.
Yeah, Darth's actually in the private chat on my private chat because he's got computer problems. So, but he's watching the stream. So he says hello to everybody in the chat. Just want to look at this rod, Danno, make sure you're getting it the right way around. Can I have another look at the center spare, please, Danno? Hold it up to the camera. Just twist it a little bit. I can't actually see. No. Bring it up to the camera and twizzle it round. Can you twizzle it round? Twizzle it round so we can see the other side. Right, okay. I think you've actually got that the wrong way around. I don't think they should stick out like that. Can't quite remember what mine looked like. I think they actually sit in a lot better once they're in. Can't remember what mine looked like, to be honest. I'm sort of looking at the instructions and trying to get them the right way around in the instructions. Just see if the I think I'm getting confused with the other bits. Sorry about this, Danno.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's have a look at your long spar then. So your long spar, you've got one laid on the mat to the right there, haven't you?
This one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let's do this methodically. So you've got it the right way up at the minute.
Yep.
So is it possible you could put a joint under that end and you can screw one screw into the joint from the plastic bit into the metal?
A little bit more chat. Peter says, I think they are flush. And Horlix says the long bit's connected to the short bit's connected to the chassis is connected to the axle is connected to the drive shaft. Oh, you get my drift.
Yeah.
And Peter Webster says, LOL, Alex.
No, it's just me getting confused with other bits. You'll know what I'm on about when.
Yeah.
I think that's right, Danno. Yes, I think that's right. So connect the other bit to it, and so what you'll end up with, Danno, is when you've got them all connected, is that one side will be all smooth, and one side will have a lot of holes in it of the bar.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just me getting confused with future issues, because the future issues you've got to fit in some pegs in silly holes and what have you, get them the right way around. I tell you, I'll be glad when this build is finished.
Yeah.
Don't buy another one, Danno. I'm not buying anymore. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
at least this is an easier build than the other build.
oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, definitely better than the Enterprise thing. Yeah, goodness me. Oh, I'd be tearing my hair out by now. With that. I'd be bald as a coat with that thing. Yeah, so yeah, carry on that way then, Danno. So the smooth side up, put them on, and screws in, and then you just work your way along, and then when you get to the ends, you screw them other bits on the ends. Them shorter bits on the ends, don't you?
Peter Webster says, I'm hoping the 66 Batmobile comes this week.
Ooh.
That'll be the next one. What? Battle of the Batmobiles, the Tumbler versus the 1966 one.
But once these are finished, that's what I'm thinking of getting. They will look nice as a tumbler.
Yeah.
And apparently the 1980s Batman may be coming out after that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that's true, like, but...
So that they have a series, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the next one to go along then, Danno.
Yeah, Horlick says that's cool, Peter. I would love the Nissan. And Peter says, I'll build another 5 Eddies, but never do another Rossi bike. Hell no.
Yeah, my neighbour's building the Rossi. It's his first part work. He's going, well, we're getting little parts here. Yeah, I'm going to pay this much. What do you want? Yeah, that's part works for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of screws in this issue, isn't there?
Yeah.
4 in each joint, like so.
Right, so we've done that. Now I've put the ends in.
Now we need to put the ends in, yeah. So again, 2 screws in each one, and then the sticking out bit sticks out the end, obviously. And that will come apparent when you get a little bit further down the line. Because I'm going to ask you to put this to one side for a minute once you've built it.
Peter Webster says, I only ever watched the old Batman, so won't build any more Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only ever watched the old Batman when it first came out. So, because I'm old enough to remember the first ones. Unfortunately.
Batman's one of my favourite comic books. Superheroes.
In the 1966 Batman, I just wish I could walk up a wall like they can.
Well, there is a YouTuber that actually made some wall grips. It was like, do you know those big massive sticks that you can stick and they open up at the top?
Yeah.
He used one of them,
Yeah.
and he actually climbed up the wall. Suction pads. That's what they're called.
Yeah, that's the ones, yeah. I was going to say Velcro.
Batman all did was flip the screen.
There we go.
Okay, so have you got both ends in then, Danno?
Yep.
Okay, right. So you can put that to a side for a minute. And you're going to need the back end of your trailer doors. So you're going to need the back end on camera if you can.
Oh, I'm missing a light.
Pardon?
I'm missing a light, just realised. Look.
Are you missing a light?
Whatever. There's one there.
No.
Oh, right.
No.
Okay, confused.
All right. Yeah, no, it's all right. So, right. Okay. So if you want to just turn that over for a minute, I'll show you where the bits are that go onto the trailer. But be very careful that it doesn't scratch. So, let's put something on your trailer.
Got any tape and tape it down with?
Yeah, you need some masking tape. Masking tape on the inside of it, I would have said, and then it won't spoil your paintwork. But you have to get some of that big wide masking tape, Danno.
Yeah.
It's cheap enough to find.
Okay, a little bit more chat while Danno's starting that. Pete Webb says Mythbusters tried to replicate it and struggled.
Yeah.
It's Lee McKellen.
Oh,
right. Lee McKellen says, "Hey, it looks great, mate."
Cheers.
Highlight.
Lord Pete says hi, Lee, and Lee McKellen says hi.
Yeah, he's my mate.
Jolly good. Okay, yeah, that's the big one.
Just making sure I've got no screw holes covered up.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Danno.
Okay.
Okay, so if you look at the back there, Danno, you'll see that it's got two notches where it fits on the end of the trailer.
Yep.
And then there's two pins as well that go into the back of the trailer.
Yep.
So if you look where them notches are,
Yeah.
in the center, there's two notches, isn't there? There's also two pins, look, if you look on them notches.
Yep.
They go into the back chassis of the trailer. And then there's four screw holes. There's two screw holes in the green bits. And there's two screw holes in the red bits. Can you see that, Danno?
Yeah. So, two here.
No. In the center there, near the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there. So there's two green ones.
Yeah.
Two notches, nodules that go into the back end of the trailer, then two screw holes. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, that's all you need to know, really. So we need to have a bit of a move round now so that we can see the back end of your trailer, but be very, very careful moving it because obviously there's some bits that can break on there. There's a bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. So Lee McKellen says, "Hey, I can't wait until it's finished. See the full results, mate."
Yeah, me and you both.
And then he says, "Good luck with the build, mate."
Thank you.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few of us building this massive wagon, and it's 1/12 scale, but it's well over 1 meter long. So, and in old money, that's well over 1 yard long. So, Danno, what you're going to need to do now is to find your screws first off.
Yeah,
And the screws that you're going to need are going to be DD12, I believe.
DP50. DP50.
DD12.
Yeah. So in that pocket.
DD12. Doobie-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
We've got one D12. Can we use the D12 for these?
DD12, yeah, you did have a packet of DD12 when you opened.
Because we
This
use the D12 for the rod as well.
No, you used DP15. No, you didn't.
DD12.
Goodness me. You used DD12, yeah. Just a minute. It says DD12. I wonder if they made another mistake.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Let's have a look. You got
I've only got
DP05, DP15s.
I think it's the 5s.
You got 17 DD12s.
Yeah. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Ah, right. Okay. So we've used them then. So we're going to have to look at what screws go into the back end of the trailer. It says in here DD12s. Well, it cannot be, can it? DD12s, that's what it says. DPO5s for the plastic ends of the stabilizer bar. DPO5s.
DP15.
No, there'll be a DD one. They're going into metal, you see.
No, it's plastic.
No, the back end of the trailer is metal.
Oh yeah.
So there'll be a DD. It says DD12s. So did you not have any left from before?
Just one.
Yeah, Lord Peter said DD12s going to the chassis ends. Do you know where your spare screws are? So there's a bit of chat, Mark, if you want to bring that up.
Yeah. So Peter Webster says 18 issues left now.
Yeah,
Lee says, yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Thank you.
Peter says it's really heavy as well, Lee.
Yes.
Lee put 2 laughing faces. And Peter Webster says DD12 go into the chassis ends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it says in the magazine. So we'll have to find some DD12s before we can fit that together. Yeah, and I've just had that confirmed by Daft DMC that it's DD12s.
There's only 2, so
You must have some somewhere else, yeah. But you need 4, don't you?
that cut there.
Yeah, DD12 in the beam and 4 to fix the doors in place. You didn't use them on the end parts for the beam.
For the beam?
That's a point, Danno.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you. Right, so your long beam that you had,
Yeah.
you've made a mistake there. Thank you,
Yeah.
Darth DMC. So your long beam,
Should be 15.
your long beam should at the ends should be DP15. So
Right.
that's where we made our mistake. So if you want to take them out there, put the DP15s in, and then you've got 4 DD12s. So that might have been my mistake for rushing.
A little bit more chat. Look, Lee says it's done. Look like a real Eddie Stobart truck man.
Yeah.
And Horlix says, "What's that bag under the trailer?"
Oh, yeah, there's one at the other side, isn't there? But I think we've worked out where our my cock up is.
This bag here is DD12.
DD12, how many's in there?
1.
1. Okay.
Horlix says, "Sorry, didn't mean to type in caps." It's fine, Horlix.
It's okay.
Just
Don't
show
bother
the
me.
way.
Capital letters don't bother me.
Yeah.
Some people find it easier to type in capital letters because it's easier to see.
I can't write in anything else than capitals. I just can't do it. My handwriting is no good.
I don't get why people take offence to capital letters in chatting live streams. It really does not bother me at all.
Well, it actually helps, doesn't it? It helps you reading and everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can read it easier. A lot of people say it used to be shouting, but that was yonks ago. That's when we had bricks as phones, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hey,
Oh no,
Yeah. you don't get a phone, you've got a brick.
yeah.
Do you remember
I
that?
can in capitals. If somebody's typing in capitals, they may want to get your attention, so that's why they put it in capitals. It's not shouting to me.
No.
If you want to type in capitals, type in capitals.
Yeah, go for it. Are you getting
Yeah,
there, Dan?
Peter's just said I can read caps easier with my eyesight.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
Honestly, it's like people when they're putting emojis in. That doesn't really bother me either.
No.
But some people are, a little bit, funny about it. At the end of the day, if people are coming over to watch you, then you don't want to start saying, "Oh no, you can't do in capitals. Oh, you can't do emojis."
Yeah.
They're coming to watch. Be
Exactly,
appreciative
yeah.
of it.
Exactly.
That's sorted.
You sorted with that, Ian, Danno? So
Yeah.
you've actually got 4 D12s now.
Yeah.
Right, sorry about that, Danno. It was my fault. I'll hold my hand up to that because I was rushing, thinking it was all the screws. Dear me. Okay. Okay, so is that going to be safe there, Danno?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to plan A then, shall we? So now we've got to fix this onto the back of the trailer chassis. Now you notice on the back of the trailer chassis there is holes and screw holes where you can fit all them bits that I pointed out to you earlier, them cut out notches. Okay, so you're going to have to load your screw up onto your screw, which you've already done. Yep, and you're going to have to place that onto the back. Now be very, very careful, because obviously you've got them back plastic bits that are very vulnerable to breaking off there when you get that on there. So you've got to try and line it up. Really, it's a two-man job, but try and line it up as best you can. And if you can get it lined up so it'll stay there, try and get a screw in as best you can. Now, to anybody watching this, pretty much most of that Danno's holding there at the back there is metal, so it's obviously quite heavy and difficult to hold in position while you get a screw in. And pretty much all of this model is all screwed together, of course, so be very careful. Don't break anyone.
Into the red, into the green.
Yeah, you go wherever you want, wherever you can get a screw in, Danno. So,
I'm sorry to say, if this is going on now, I don't think there'll be trailer lights.
no, well, there you go. It's we had to get to this stage before we knew about that, wasn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a specialist or anything else like that, but yeah,
You can't get to the backlights.
Yeah, I can't see it happening.
The only way you could get to the backlights is to take it all apart, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't think there'll be any trailer lights, personally. I think we've been had.
Yeah.
I know that's sad to say, but
I know we were saying, me and Kev earlier, about the prototypes. The prototype could have had rear working lights, but the actual model might have been a little bit impossible to do.
Yeah.
Especially, the weight of them back doors. Maybe it just wasn't possible. I don't know. I'm not a specialist, but maybe the prototype, which they do for all the advertising, had lights, but this just doesn't.
No.
But I think there'll be a lot of people ringing up Harshett complaining.
Mm.
There's a lot of people modded them already.
Yeah. So pop your other screws in, Danno, so you get all 4 screws in if you can. And then it'll be nice and tight then on the back.
Yeah, I agree, Peter. Peter's just put, I was shocked they use such small screws in the tailgate being so big and bulky.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I was just thinking the same.
Yeah. Because they are smaller than DD12s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be like hanging the back platform of the Rootmaster off with the NM screws.
Mm. Exactly. Okay, so Danno's got all the encouragement. I'd want everybody in the chat now to press the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind, please. And if you are already subscribed to Danno's channel, so please subscribe to Danno's channel for a lot more content to come in the future. Right, well done, Danno. So what you've got to do now then to finish this issue off today, you have to put that long bar into the front and the back in the very center at the top. You'll see where it goes, and you screw them in with, let's get the correct screw this time, a DPO5 screw in the end. But be very careful because it's only plastic you're going into. Okay.
We're going to take away this goes.
It goes right in the very center at the top. And I think it suggests here that the it looks like the open part of it, not
So
the rounded part of it.
so-
The open part goes up like that. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So all these holes sit up.
Face upwards. Yeah, that's the way it looks in the magazine. I don't think this thing is going to do anything at all for the model because that's just a plastic bar basically.
Yeah.
Runs right across. I think it's just to keep the shape of the trailer itself. It's not by any means any strength or anything like that. It's very, very flimsy. So always put your hand underneath the trailer to lift it. Never try lifting it with that bar.
So don't use it as a handle.
It will just break off, yeah. So a bit like he was moving the Route Master, you know, put one hand under the front and one hand under the back and lift it that way, like he was lifting a big box up.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay, have you got both ends on?
Yep. Just making
Okay.
sure.
Well done then, Danno. So that's completed work. The rear doors have been fitted along the roof and the roof strut has been attached to the trailer. So that is that issue done. So that's issue 117 done. Do you want to do issue 118?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Right. Issue 118 then. Bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. So Peter Webster says, I'm off now. I'll see you all next time. Good job, Danno, Dave, Mark. Good night, all. Good night, Peter.
Right.
Good night, Peter.
Yeah.
Take care now, Peter. Thank you. Right then, Danno. So this is issue 118, and this is as far as you can go, is it?
Yep.
Okay. So in issue 118, we get a side frame for the trailer chassis. The front parts of the side frame are assembled and fitted to the trailer chassis. Okay, so you're still going to need your trailer chassis. And this is where, Danno, I got confused with the connecting bit, and you'll see why in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, you might have to move your trailer forward a little bit.
Yep. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, just a bit more chat. Horlix says, good night to Peter Webster. And he says, see you next time.
Okay, so right then, we've got a list of parts. We've got 3 parts. So basically, you've got the right front side frame part 1, the front side frame part 2, and a connector. Okay, and then you've got 2 lots of screws. You've got DD12 and DP15.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, so assembling the side frame. So take the shorter front right side frame.
Yep.
And identify the end where the connector goes. And you'll find that it sort of fits in a bit funny. The back side of it goes into the back side of the frame. Says identify the end where the connector is fitted. Note the shape of the connector. See assembly tip below. And the assembly tip says note the connector 118.03 is shaped differently on each side. It's sloped to the top right, and the other side has a ledge or step middle right. The access in the side frame shaped to match the shapes. Okay, so when that basically, Dana, when that goes in, it's got to fit in there nice and flush.
Like that.
Like that, yeah. Well done. Okay. So when you get that in, then you can fix that in with two, it'll be DD 12 screws. And, excuse me, two DD 12 screws. Oh, heck.
Right, that's it.
Okay, and then putting it together now. So you basically you put the other side on it identically, like that. And you put the two screws in and connect it to it. And it should be pretty much perfectly formed both sides so that it fits together nicely.
Yep.
Once you get them both in. Okay, Danno. Are they in nicely? You all right, Danno?
Yeah, just blow me nose.
Okay. Right, okay, so here's the interesting bit. Excuse me. The interesting bit is that we are going to put this bar on the ends of that trailer from the front coming towards the back, but you've only got one half of the bar that runs along the side. So basically there's four of these. This is the first one.
Yeah.
And it will line up with the front edge there of the trailer, and it'll clip into the metal bit on the front there, and it will then join up all them plastic ones along the side, which you have to put a screw in each one of them for it to hold. Okay.
Sort of log, yeah.
Yeah, all the way along there, yeah. So it'll only go.
Screws are you using?
What screws are you using? Right,
Yeah.
okay. Well, first of all, at the metal end, at the front end, you'll be using DD12s, two DD12s, and it'll line up at the front end. Two DD12s. You might have to fathom out which way it goes onto the trailer end. But basically the smooth end comes out towards you. And there should be like a ridge that the curtain side will run in. Is that correct? Like a track? That's it. Fit them nicely. Just go steady. Plenty of time. No, some of them have popped out there. Yeah. You might just have to put your front end in first. Get one in your front end, which will be a DD12. And then I believe your others will be DP15s. Excuse me. You might have to line it up again as well so that it doesn't bend.
Yeah, because it's dropped.
Yeah, make sure it's lined up nicely. Maybe get one 3/4 of the way down or something, and once you get them in. So DP15's in the rest of them, but you do need another DD or DD12 in the front one, remember.
That's got 2 in now.
Oh, you've got 2 in there. Oh, good lad. So DP15's all the way along then, Danno? And now I've done this right up to, like Peter has, I've done it right up to issue 122, where I've got all them on, all the way around. Because basically the next 3 issues are them. So 119, 20, 21 are them sides, I believe. Yeah.
We've got the floor to put in yet.
Yeah, we've got a floor to put in yet, yeah. But,
I'd be tempted to put a wooden floor in.
well, if I was modding it, then I would be putting a wooden floor in without a shadow of a doubt, but we don't know what we're getting yet, do we?
No.
We might get a simulated wooden floor, I suppose. Excuse me. As steady as you go with that, Danno. You've got plenty of time. You can tell though, once they're all them 4 are in, them 4 sides are in, you can tell that it'll strengthen it up immensely.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it more rigid. Because at the moment, with that silly bar running across the top there, it's a little bit
Flimsy.
flimsy, yeah. Especially the front and the back.
Wow. One more thing, come on. There we go.
You got them all in?
That's the morning, yeah.
Well done. Right, so that's completed work. The first section of the side frame has been fitted to the trailer chassis. Well done, Danno. That's 118 complete.
Yep.
Wow. So that's a mammoth build, Danno. Should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be really proud of that. Well done. So, oh dear. Right, so obviously Danno will catch up on this when he gets some more issues, and he'll be doing more and more on it. And he's on the home straight now, though, because the worst of this build is over. Goodness me. And it's been a struggle at some points, I can tell you. But yeah, it's going to look fantastic. For those of you who don't know what it's going to look like, it's going to look like that, obviously, once it's done. So it's going to look absolutely amazing. So, and that'll be in 1/12 scale, so that'll be massive. So, yeah, it's going to be worthwhile seeing it at the end of the day, Danno. That's if you've got any room to put it.
Well, it's on this shelf, yeah.
It's going on that shelf, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to myself some more brackets. But that was to put one.
Right. Okay. Jolly good. Right. Okay. So I've just had confirmation from Darth DMC that issue 125 to issue 128 will be support frames for the top. Guessing for that 126 to 128. Yeah. So yeah. So there we are. So yeah, support frames that run along the top.
Yeah.
So you'll have support frames along the bottom, which you've got there, support frames along the top, which means that you'll be able to undo the curtain and slide the curtain across, won't you? Yes. Yeah. Jolly good.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that means
It'd be a good little hiding place for stuff.
it could be a hiding place for stuff. Yeah, you'll have to. Yeah.
You've just said that publicly on YouTube.
So now everybody's working to Danno now, and look, I know where he's hiding stuff now. Slide the curtain across. There it is.
Keep them thoughts in your head. Don't do it. Don't say it out publicly.
Want to know where his chocolate biscuits are? Well, we know now, don't we? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, Danno. So that's your mammoth build over for tonight.
Yeah.
Jolly good show. So well done. Really pleased that you've got that far. Remember what I said though. Pick it up either side and maneuver it. You know, don't try and pick up in the middle or anything like that. You know, so it's like he was picking up a box. So put your hands under it and pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
It's yeah. They're not meant to be picked up anywhere else really, because they're just so flippant. So even though they are heavy and strong, you know, they're not that strong at the moment. So okay. So Danno, when are you next on?
The moment I don't know. Obviously, I haven't got any like issues to do. Obviously, the Titanic is on Tuesday. Again, out at work.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've got no Enterprise yet. I've got no other any Stobart.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So as far as the community is concerned then, so our community Monday evening will be the Disney Dolls House with Yorkshire Crafter at 7 p.m. Round about 8 p.m. will be the Le Ferrari with Horlix. Okay, at 8 p.m. on Monday evening. So that's as far as the community goes. There might be other things happening during the day on Monday. I think is it Spoon Glue that's on a Monday?
Yeah, 12 o'clock and he's doing his DIY brick builds.
He's doing his brick builds on Monday at 12 o'clock each year on Monday. Okay, jolly good. So, yeah. And I don't think I'm on now until Wednesday, I think it is, which will be MCC UK night, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll just give me a little bit of time to catch up on what I want to catch up on before then, I think. So,
yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to shut down now, Danno, or do you want to say anything else?
Yeah,
okay, well, I'll go first then, and I'll say thank you ever so much for watching Danno tonight. Please leave him a good thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to his channel. And while you're subscribing to his channel as well, press the bell notification, and then you'll be notified of all his other YouTube videos that come up, whether they're recorded or live. And that's so anyway, it's a good night from me, and take care all. Thank you ever so much for joining Danno tonight.
Yeah, good night from me. Thanks for having us on, Danno. Absolutely shattered because I've just done 3 hours and 20 minutes of live streaming. You know, why not? Keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will probably be helping Julie tomorrow. Then I'm helping the Horlix after. And then I'll be around on Wednesday for the MCC UK. So, good night from me.
Yeah. Happy that we're turning out now. We will see what the whole stress course finishing.
Yeah.
So I'll keep everybody in the loop when we next live. So just watch out and we'll see subscribe to everybody else's because the links are at the bottom as well.
Thank you.
So till next time, night all.
Bye.
Good night, now. Take care now.